Hey guys, it's Mary, the Twin Flame Alchemist, back with another video. I have a question from the channel that I'm going to get into, and it's all about dreams. Is it okay to dream about your twin? Is dreaming about them bad? Is dreaming push energy? Blah, blah, blah. You heard all of that stuff. That even dreaming when you're in an unconscious state is bad and it's push energy. I'm about to bust all those myths about dreams so you don't have to worry about your dreams anymore. But first, I did want to give a little bit of a update. So I am updating my whole entire mastermind to create sort of like a tiered system. So I have the full mastermind, which is group coaching, and I have private mentorship, which have been up and running for about a year now. And they're amazing. People are experiencing amazing amounts of growth in those settings. But for everybody who couldn't join because of affordability concerns or accessibility in some way, I am now creating a replay option, which is sort of a bundled access to the private community. So you get to be in the mastermind community. You get all my mini courses bundled, and you get content that I'm going to put out every week, which is like high level teachings that I will be writing on a blog post. So there's going to be new updated teachings just for the community only. And also all of my replays I've ever done, which is the group coaching. So you can kind of watch them as they are. If you can't join the mastermind itself and do the group coaching, then at least you can watch them and learn from other people. So that I am going to be launching in a couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. But also, if you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, I'm so happy to have you. And as you know, this is an equal energy exchange channel. So if this information is helpful to you and you want to learn all about your dreams and like, are they bad? Are they good? Are they push energy? What do you do about them? Stay tuned. But first, make sure you like the video and subscribe. Okay, so let's get into it. And of course, everybody who stays to the end gets a secret surprise, but only for those who stay all the way to the end. So let's go. There's the question. Can a twin flame feel the fear-based energy when the feminine is in a dream state? I have a lot of dreams that I'm chasing or angry, or I feel his anger at me. In a lot of dreams, I'm desperate to reach out. So this is a very vulnerable question, and I thank you so much for it. It seems like there's a lot of misconceptions about what dreaming means in the twin flame community. And for some reason, somebody put out there that dreaming is fear-based push energy, which is ridiculously silly. And let me tell you why that is not true and why you need to stop worrying about your dreams when it comes to your twin. The reason why it's not true is I am actually speaking from my background as a clinical hypnotherapist and quantum healer. In my studies, in my education, I've learned all about dreaming, what dreaming actually is, what it means, and what its function is. Okay. So, dreaming is a way that your subconscious mind releases fear based energy. That's why your dreams, the questioner's dreams, are fear based in nature. It's your subconscious mind is releasing or taking out the trash, especially if you have these dreams upon waking in the morning. Those are called venting dreams. And what that means is you're releasing the fear of that thing happening. So it's the way that your subconscious mind releases information or takes out the trash. Does this make sense? So there's no reason why you need to fear your own dreams, especially on the twin flame journey. First of all, it's asinine to say that your dreams are fear based energy because you're not conscious and you are not in charge of the dreaming process or what you're dreaming. It's really your subconscious mind taking over when you are not consciously awake. So you are not going to be penalized on the journey because of fear-based energy. That somebody made up that rule and created it without knowing what the purpose of dreams are. So I want you guys to do exactly what your dreams are doing. Take out the trash. That is a belief that you need to get rid of because all it is doing is causing you to see your own dreams as fear-based energy. And that you've heard it, your fear-based energy is pushing out. And when your fear-based energy pushes out, you repel your twin flame. None of that stuff is true, especially when it comes to your dreams. Your subconscious is just doing its job by allowing the dreaming to take place and releasing fear-based energy, right? So, what you can do, this is a pro tip. I usually share this secret only with mastermind members in the group is that you don't have to be afraid of your dreams. What you should do, though, is what I would recommend to any of my clients is that you keep yourself a dream journal right next to your bed. And upon waking, you remember to write down your dream, whatever it was concerning. Then you're going to need to do dream analysis on yourself. So, you write down the dream. What was it about? What behavior was I exhibiting? What behavior was my twin exhibiting about them? I hardly ever dream about my twin, but and if I do, they're like very practical day-to-day life dreams. So they're not nothing necessarily very scary. But it sounds like you, the questioner, had a scary dream about your twin and continue to have scary dreams. So this means you're releasing a lot of fear-based energy concerning anger, chasing, right? Fear of them being angry at you. So you have some work to release anger, right? Your dreams are going to tell you exactly what it is you're releasing. So literally just get up before you forget, write your dream down, and then do a little bit of self analysis, self inquiry. What is this meaning? If I remember Mary told me that when I dream in the morning before waking up, it's my subconscious mind taking out the trash. It's literally releasing fear based energy. So, what is the fear that I just released? That's the best way to handle your dreams is to not create more fear-based energy around, oh no, is my fear-based energy pushing out because I dreamed about my twin? That is false information. That is false teachings. All that's doing is creating more fear for you. And I want you guys to not be in fear anymore. Having been on this journey since 2020 and looking back, there are so many teachings that come from people's limited perceptions of reality that create more rules and regulations for you guys to follow that actually hinder your union and not help them. Does that make sense? So you being afraid of your own dreams because you're afraid it's fear-based energy and it's pushing your twin flame away is creating the very problem that you're trying to avoid. So you got to get rid of that belief. What I would do is just sit with your dreams, get yourself a dream journal. Remember, Mary said it's okay for me to write down my dreams. My dreams about my twin are not bad. They are my subconscious mind releasing beliefs that I no longer need. Right. And then, of course, I am a licensed clinical hypnotherapist and quantum healer. I am actually trained in dream analysis. I'm not going to tell you what your dream means, but we will work together to see what your subconscious was trying to tell you based on what is already there, what subconscious patternings and beliefs that you have. Then you can actually release the beliefs underneath that once and for all. And that is what this Ascension path is about. It's about spiraling upward. Okay, so you've got to release the fear-based energy underneath in order to ascend on this path. And that's what your dreams are trying to tell you. They're trying to get you to release them. They're trying to get you to release the fear underneath them. I hope this makes sense, you guys. Another debate I've been having is your mind. So this is a whole nother topic, but I wanted to know if you guys, what you guys think about it. Is that your mind is demonized on this journey by a lot of really big teachers. Essentially, your mind is a tool. Your soul energy was born in a mind body complex. Okay. So you, the essence of the soul, was born in your current mind body complex. Your mind body complex. You are a whole being, mind, body, soul. So you don't need to demonize your mind in order to be like super spiritual on your journey. You don't need to be afraid of your mind. Your mind is actually helping you if you know how to utilize it as a tool. It will help you create the union that you want. You just have to know how to use it. Okay. You don't have to stop thinking about your twin. I've said this a million times in my video that got most of you guys here. You don't have to stop thinking. You just have to be aware of what you're thinking about. Okay. So if you're thinking patterns that are in separation, you're thinking a lot of separation thoughts, then you're in separation consciousness. And you have to release those beliefs in order to ascend on this path. So you can't repress them. Okay. So all those not thinking about your twin is repression. It's basically just 100% repression. Let me just disassociate myself with this journey and pretend I never got on it. Pretend my twin doesn't exist. Erase their pictures, erase their text messages, try to detox from them. That's essentially repression. Okay. And repression isn't going to get you very far on this journey. Repression will just keep you spinning around in circles in the same problem over and over again. Because the reason why loops happen and like circling around the same problem over and over again is because you're repressing it and you're not dealing with it, right? We're going to need to let this feeling come up, sit with it. No more repressing, no more trying to not think about them. The minute you start to try to stop thinking about them is the minute that you get stuck in a loop that repeats endlessly. And that is creating separation because you are your mind body complex. You're a mind body complex that is a soul. So there's no reason for you to try to disassociate yourself from your mind. You just need to know how to use it as a tool correctly to create your union instead of creating separation. If you guys would want to know more about that, if you want to know how to use your mind to create union instead of separation, instead of like trying to pretend you don't have a mind or that you are not your, no, you're not your mind. You don't need to be identifying as your ego identity. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about, of course you don't need to identify as your ego identity. That's crazy. You're a soul, but you are a soul born into a mind body complex. So the best thing to do is to look at this thing holistically. Holistically, you are mind, body, and soul. Soul, mind, and body. You can't separate those things. They are what make up you as a whole being. So stop repressing. Stop, trying to pretend that you're not on the journey by detoxing and detaching. You're on the journey. You don't have to pretend that you're not. You don't have to pretend that you don't want to be with your twin. This is just madness. And it keeps you looping around in separation for a really long time. So a lot of times I get a bunch of comments about like, oh, I've detached from my twin and, blah, blah, blah. And I am totally detached and detached from them. How is that working for you? Is it helping you create the union that you desire? Is it helping you be in union with yourself? Detachment is sort of like fancy repression. Same thing with demonizing or being afraid of your own dreams. Your dreams are just a function of your mind, okay? And you're a soul in a mind body complex. So just let your mind do what it is going to do, but know that it's a tool that can create your dream reality or keep you looping around in the one you don't want. But really the choice is yours. The choice is yours. If you know how to use the tool, you can build a very beautiful life with it. Right. And that's what I show you how to do in the mastermind. Okay. So just keep your eye out. I'm going to link in a pinned comment and in the description box below the new site. All right. The new mastermind site. I'm transferring everyone over there in the next couple of weeks. Either you can join on a replay membership, which is like a mini version where you can observe if you're not ready to join the full mastermind to get your whole life transformation. You can observe it in others, right? But the Twin Flame Alchemy Mastermind core curriculum is in the mastermind itself. I also offer private mentorship. Okay. So it's up to you. You can choose to join any way that you'd like, but I would love to have you. If you have any questions, make sure you comment down below. But let me know about your crazy dreams of your twin. Like I said, I don't have weird dreams about my twin. I basically had like one or two dreams. He was at a coffee shop. I was at a coffee shop. He told me to go get a job at a pizza shop for $15 an hour once in a dream. I'm like, okay, these are totally random and like very much day to day chop wood, carry water type of stuff in my dreams. So that's probably why I teach that dreams are just normal. Dreams are just your brain functioning that's taking out the trash. So I don't want you to be afraid of your own dreams. But if you've had wild and crazy dreams, comment down below some of the things you've dreamed about and what do you think they mean? Okay, so if you know that your subconscious mind is just removing the excess information or like cleaning out the hoard of information you have in your brain and kind of taking out the trash every morning before you wake up, what is the trash that your brain is taking out? Does that make sense? What is your subconscious taking out that day? So if it's fear-based energy, you don't have to worry about it. It is not going to push your twin flame away unless you believe that it will. Okay. That's the thing about reality creation is that whatever beliefs you have accumulated on this journey, if you believe something bad will happen, that's a belief for you. So that is how your reality will be created. The dreams are bad and you have to be afraid of your dreams. You just don't need to do that anymore. Just let all those beliefs go. They're not helping us. They're not creating union. They're actually like I've always wondered why the twin flame community is mostly still in separation. It's because all these like crazy beliefs that we come up with. They're just beliefs. And we need to release all of them. Okay. So if you need help with that, if you want to work with me one on one, or if you want to join the mastermind, click all the links in the description box or the pinned comment. See you later. Bye.